making black bean quesadillas today.
Yes, we are. And what's your name?
Magdalena.
Magdalena. And I am Jen Eby, a nutrition educator with the Community Action Partnership of Lancaster. Shall we show them what they need today? What ingredients? Okay.
First thing we need to do is wash your hands. We need to get soap on our hands and rub them together. Turn on the water.
Is it hot water or cold water?
Cold.
And a little bit of hot, so it's warm.
And then you rub it under the sink for a couple minutes.
About 20 seconds. And you're rushing the front and the back and in between your fingers. Excellent. What do we do next?
We need to get a towel and dry our hands. We need black beans. We need cheese.
That's shredded Monterey Jack cheese.
And we need salsa.
Salsa. And what are we going to put it on?
We're going to put on tortillas.
And the tortillas. So the first thing we're going to do is take the salsa and dump it into the mixing bowl. And you can use the spatula to help you if you want that blue. There you go. You got it. Now we strained the liquid off of the salsa using this strainer here. But if you don't have a strainer, that's okay. Next, we're going to add the black beans into the mixing bowl. Now we also drained the water off the black beans using a strainer. If you don't have a strainer, you can just hold the lid of the can. Once you've opened it, hold it over the opening and let the liquid drain out. Yes, we add the cheese next. That's a half cup of shredded Monterey Jack, and you can stir it up. Now the recipe calls for 4 servings. We're just making 1 serving today. So we're using 1/4 of the ingredients. You can also add fresh cilantro if you have it on hand, but it's okay if you don't. And you can use mild, medium, or spicy salsa depending on what you and your family prefer. Or you can just use a little bit less if you're not a big fan of spicy food. And we're just stirring it up. How's it going, Maddie?
Good. The salsa is well stirred in.
Well stirred in. Perfect. Now we are ready to cook our quesadillas on the stove. So parents, if you have a young child, you want to be standing right next to them and talk to them about stove safety. So this pan is going to get hot. So Maddie, we want to keep our hands far away from the pan. We're going to turn the stove onto medium heat. So the stove is on medium, and Maddie is now brushing some olive oil into the bottom of the pan. And I am holding the handle of the pan to help it stay still and not slide around. You want to take extra precautions with preschoolers or young children so they don't get burned when they're using the stove. She's just dipping the brush into olive oil and brushing it in the bottom of the pan, and that's perfectly fine, no problem.
Some is close to the stove, but not on the stove. It's like right there.
Okay. You spread it all around the pan. And is it covered with the olive oil?
There's little drips all around.
Madi is laying the tortilla into the pan, and she's going to dump the filling onto the tortilla in the pan while I hold onto the handle.
Spatula?
Sure. Or you can pour it in if you want to. Put it on about like half of the tortilla. You can scoop it like that, or you could just dump the whole bowl. It's up to you. Remember to keep your hands away from the pan. It's getting hot now.
It's too spicy.
Oh, is it a little spicy? Did you taste it? Next time, let's put in less salsa. Is that a good idea?
Or not peppy.
Not peppy salsa. More mild salsa.
I don't want much. Is that enough?
Looks good. So once you have the filling on half of the tortilla, you want to fold it over. We're just going to cook it like that for a minute until it's nice and toasty on one side, and then we'll flip it over and cook it on the other side. So we have flipped over our quesadilla and toasted it on both sides. It's looking pretty done to me. So we're just going to go ahead and scoop it out of the pan and set it on a plate. And parents, I believe this is a better job for the adults to do as opposed to the child. Once your black bean quesadilla is on the plate, you might want to cut it into smaller slices for your child. I like to use a pizza cutter. It just helps it slice a little bit more easily, but you could also use a knife. Make it the right nice size for small hands if you have small children in your home.
You may have noticed that we were using whole wheat tortillas today with our black bean quesadillas. That's because whole wheat tortillas are healthier than foods made with refined white flour. Whole grains contain more vitamins and more fiber than other refined grains, and fiber is a really important part of keeping your digestive system healthy. Black beans are another healthy food that we used today because they're low in fat. They're a good source of plant-based protein, and protein is a building block for your muscles, and they're also a good source of fiber. Liquid fats like extra virgin olive oil are healthier for your heart than solid fats like butter.
And now it is time for Maddie to taste the black bean quesadilla. She's taking a bite, she's chewing, she's thinking. What do you think, Maddie? Oh, a thumbs up? How does it taste? Yeah? Is it still too spicy? No? Just right? Excellent.